So hey guys, this is Stuti from IIT Delhi. Now today I'm talking about what exact resources did I use for my JEE preparation for maths. Okay, which books, which coaching materials, what all I solved for maths. Okay, and yeah, how I solved them and everything I tell about in this video. So you make sure you watch the video till the end, and it will be definitely helpful for you. Okay, and yeah, so let's start. I was a student at Vibrant Academy Kota, and first thing for maths that I used to do was to attend the lectures and make the notes, and I tried to make sure that all of my doubts and everything is clear after the class. Like try to make sure that most of the things are clear in the class itself, and yeah. That was for the like making the notes properly and whatever solve if a teacher is teaching in the class मुझे अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा है कोई doubt नहीं है that was the first thing which I made sure. Okay, that then after that sir used to give us homework from the coaching modules, the DPPs and all. So for then what second thing which I used to do was that I made sure that whatever the homework sir is giving us, I tried to make sure, tried my best that it is done before the second class. Now this is very very important because if you are going with the class pace, if you are able to match it with the class pace, you are like you prevent the backlogs a lot, because backlogs then it becomes like frustrating when you have too much backlog. So that was my strategy, starting with the class notes, the class concepts are clear, then the DPPs are solved before the next class. Many times I wasn't able to solve the complete DPP homework, whatever the module was, but I tried to do it. That was the starting. And then sometimes what happened is that even after making my concepts clear in the class, I was not able to solve the technical questions. So in that case, what I used to do is that I used to do a book, Cengage. Okay, I followed Cengage, and I used to do the solved examples from that. And I remember that for Cengage I did solved examples. It's a book, I think it has 5 series of the chapters, and I don't remember all the right now, but what I remember is that I did solved examples of all the chapters from Cengage, be it 11, be it 12. I did all the solved examples because the solved examples are really good in Cengage. They are like level medium, from the easy to medium to hard level. So yeah, after that I did DPP. If initially I was not able to attempt the DPPs, not able to solve the DPPs after the class, after the understanding in class, sometimes it's still we are not able to solve. So that's when I started the Cengage. But that's how I started Cengage. But then because the examples were good, so I did for all the chapters, even though if I was able to solve a DPP or not, regardless of that. I did Cengage for all the chapters, okay, the solved examples. And after doing all this, the like books, Cengage solved examples, the DVPs, the class and whatever, I did the black book. Black book is a book which is written by faculty members of Vibrant Academy. So what used to was so sometimes the the teachers they used to give us homework from the black book itself. So that's how I started the black book, because they used to give us the homework. And then when the black book problems are really interesting problems, they are good problems, and they are like they are black book problems are really good level, and they cover most of the concepts. And you would like if you are into JEE Advanced, then definitely you would I would suggest that do the book. And black book I solved like almost 60 to 70% or almost 80%. Most of the chapters I did black book, and almost all the chapters I did the black book. Some chapters not completely, maybe some questions would have been left, because as I said, like 70 to 80%. But yeah, but there was no such chapter for which black book I had untouched. So that was the flow: the class notes, the DPPs, the Cengage and solved problems, and then the black book. After that I did the Cengage unsolved problems. Now that I did in class 12, because in 11th I didn't have so much time, because we had a coaching, offline coaching. But in 12th what happened is that because of COVID we had to shift to online, and the exam bar push ho raha tha, because dates were getting pushed later. So in 12th, because of the online, we had more time. So it was then at that time when I did the unsolved problems of class 11 chapters, or maybe the more problems for 11 chapters, because I had time. And then I tried to do the unsolved problems of Cengage. In 12th. In 11th, I don't remember I had done any unsolved problems of Cengage. I did only black book and DPPs and solved problems of Cengage, because we don't have that much time actually in 11th. Then 12th again, the notes were there, then the DPPs, then solved example. Before the DPPs, I mostly did the solved example of Cengage in 12th, because I had time, and then DPPs, and then the black book, and then Cengage unsolved problems. Now I was able to do so much and Cengage unsolved problems and black book also, because of the lockdown. To be honest, because we had a lot more time because of the lockdown, and I could attempt more questions. And now again I will say that Cengage unsolved problems I had not done completely. I was not able to do. There are so many questions, so we don't have. I had just attempted a few, like around 40 to 50% maybe, not more than that, because again I said that I focused on, my focus was clear that I do quality more than quantity. I tried to do more questions, but I was not chasing the numbers. Okay, so yeah, that was the thing. And apart from that, one more thing which I would like to add is that I was very for my maths preparation, one thing I really focused on was revision. So revision, what happens is that how I used to revise actually is that while solving, if be it in the DP or in the black book or whatever I'm solving, if I found that some question is like a little bit good question, or I feel that this can come in exam, अच्छा ऐसा if this type of question आ सकता है, like I had to think a lot in this question, or it has something tricky in this, so I used to mark that. And when again I used to revise, I used to make sure that I solved at least those questions, and if I had time, I solved DPP. I remember I did the DPP twice, almost at least those questions which I had marked, and some more questions, because and also Cengage solved examples also I revised them multiple times. Like whenever I am revising a chapter, I always revise the Cengage solved example. And one more thing, there are some solved questions which our teacher used to give us in class. So whenever I revise the notes, I used to go through that, so that if a question exam, then I should be able to do it for sure. So that's how I used to do. And yeah, I solved DPP twice at almost all the chapters, because one thing was clear for me, that maths is all about practice. The more you practice, what happens is that with practice, when you practice a lot, what happens is the JEE Advanced questions, your or PYQs, whatever the questions, when you see a question, you are not stuck at 5 minutes thinking how should I approach. You immediately you see what concept is used here, what mixture of concepts is used here, or what is the approach, how should I begin the question with. The intuition clicks instantly in many of the questions, especially for JEE Mains and even for advanced as well, when you practice a lot. Because if you don't practice a lot, like you solve the DPP once, you just did the solved examples once, or whatever book you do once, and then you don't do so, it's closed. You don't do the questions. In black book I did twice the questions which I had done. So many questions even उसको twice, because of the lockdown I was able to do, but because of lockdown I was able to like unsolved problems of Cengage or more books. But actually I made sure कि at least DPP तो 2 बार हो जाए. Cengage के solved example मैं हर बार देखती थी जब भी मैं उस चैप्टर को रिवाइज कर रही हूँ. क्लास नोट्स हर बार देती थी जब भी मैं उस चैप्टर को रिवाइज कर रही हूँ. DPP तो मैंने 2 बार की थी एटलीस्ट. एंड ब्लैक बुक के भी मार्क क्वेश्चन 2 बार किए थे. सो काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें कई बार की थी. सम चैप्टर्स इट वॉज इवन मोर देन 2 times, which were difficult chapters for me, especially I don't remember the names of the chapters now which I felt difficult, but yeah, which were difficult for me, which I felt that yeah, these are, जिसमें मुझसे अच्छे से क्वेश्चंस नहीं होते, तो उसको मैं और भी ज़्यादा बार करती थी. तो I did questions multiple times to in short, and made sure that every chapter is done at least twice. It has to be done at least twice, because if you do the DPP only once, you forget the chapter, you will forget it. Okay, so doing once is not at all enough. From according to me, for me, I don't know where it worked, but for me, but it is not enough for anybody. So you should try to do it more, at least twice. And it happens naturally, because in coaching works, the chapters are repeated, like जो पहले के चैप्टर्स दूसरे क्वेश्चन आते ही रहते हैं, तो यू शुड रिवाइज इट. एंड दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज क्वेश्चंस दे बिकम very like natural to you. Some of the questions, some of the patterns become visible. Practice makes the patterns visible instantly, like they click in your mind, the intuition clicks in your mind how to begin the question with. You just are able to figure that out very quickly, and that saves a lot of your time. Okay, because questions follow some patterns. And yeah, so yeah, to summarize, that was all. Like for 11th, I did my coaching notes, then the DPPs. For DPPs, if I'm not able to solve, then I refer to Cengage, solved examples, and then after that the black book. And in 11th, I did the unsolved problems of Cengage. Then for 12th I did again the class notes, the coaching notes, and whatever. And then after that Cengage solved examples, then the DPPs, and after that I did the black book and Cengage unsolved problems. Because of lockdown I had time, and I made sure that I do quality more than quantity. Revise the questions. Quality questions we have now, DPP students neglect. DPP questions to someone who has shortage of time, you only do class notes and DPP and one reference book. Even black book you can skip. Class book, class notes, DPP. अगर reference book मैं इसलिए कह रही हूँ क्योंकि many times you are not able to solve the question of DPPs, तो इसलिए मैं black book अगर आपके पास टाइम नहीं है तो आप skip कर सकते हो. बट आप अपनी नोट्स को और क्लास की जो मॉड्यूल्स हैं उस पर बहुत ध्यान दें, बिकॉज प्रोफेसर्स और faculty members they actually put up a lot of effort to frame questions in that. Okay, they take up a lot of time to make the questions. So that is very important, that you all the type of questions to all the levels, and the PYQs are also there in your modules. So that's why if you have shortage of time, I had a lot of time because of lockdown. Okay, so but you are like, if you are having shortage of time, or you go to school as well with coaching, so you may not have so much of time. So I can just say that you do your class notes very, you should be at that too, you should remember those problems by heart, and then your DPPs, and then at last you do your if you're not able to solve your DPPs, then DPP, then Cengage unsolved problem. Then Cengage, if you don't have time, then you do the class notes, remember them by heart, and then you should make sure you understand the concepts well, and then you do the DPPs. If you are not able to do the DPP questions, then do the Cengage. Solve problems, they help a lot to solve the DPP questions. That is for, if you can skip the black book if you are having shortage of time. Okay, so that was all from my side. Okay, so make sure, I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you really found this video to be helpful or even a bit, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and like it. At least like the video please, because that, and subscribe as well, because it motivates me a lot to make more videos. And comment down anything which you want to ask. I'll try to reply my best, and I will try my best to help you out of reply it. And if the reply won't be sufficient, then I'll try to make a video on that. Okay, and yeah, I'll try to help you out. And if you whatever you like इस वीडियो में जो कुछ भी आपको अच्छा लगा, then you can please comment that out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and keep working hard, and keep preparing well, working consistently, disciplined way, and definitely you will be able to reach your dream college job with your hard work. Okay, all the best from my side.